Hey guys, Parfax here. Alright, I'm here to bring you tips and tricks when you were grinding. I know that's one of the biggest things in Elder Scrolls. It's one of the biggest questions I have is, can you make this grinding video? How do I, grind better? How's the fastest way to level? Alright, well I'm here to give you all the tips you need to make sure that you grind the fastest you can grind. Alright, first off, grinding is 100% about kill experience per hour. Okay, the longer you go back to the store, every time you go back to the store you lose time. Every time you stop to pee, you lose time. So you want to really maximize the amount of time that you're doing that. How do you do that? One, you don't repair your armor. Okay, if you go back every once in a while, and I'll go back and repair it, it'll be completely dead for a long time. You got to learn how to survive with no armor. Because if not, you're going to be spending a lot of money. You're not really going to be making any money because you're repairing your armor when it gets down, and you're going to cut the experience you get in half. And that is one of the biggest things that people don't realize when they start grinding for the first time is you don't go back when your armor's broke. If you want to, you can put on armor that you find, but I don't even do that. The key is to have a build that allows you to not have to go back when your armor's broke. How do you do that? Well, you do something like this. If you want to be a sorcerer, and this is going to be applied, obviously this is some higher level skills, but if I go up here now, these are all really low level, and this may be a hint to a Ebonheart grinding video might be coming up. But if I have my pets here, look, he's gonna target my pet. See, so that's damage that I'm not getting. They're gonna target one of my pets instead of me. So then I can go ahead and put some damage on him without having to hurt me. All right. Also, if you see on my bar, I have something. I actually have two things that buff my armor and spell resistance. Okay. That's very crucial. You want to have something. You want to have some type of defensive ability. Okay. And another thing is you want something that heals you. Okay. So I have vigor. Obviously, you guys aren't going to have vigor, but every class has some form of heal. The sorcerer down the line, but they have dark deal. But they also have pets. Another big thing is if you're having trouble killing the enemies because they're hitting you, something like Encase or Talons is really good to help CC those enemies so that they're not hitting you. Okay, if you want to go a stamina, and I actually prefer to grind with stamina than magic, and some people are like, well, you can't grind with stamina. Stamina's too hard to grind with. This right here. We want Brawler. Brawler single-handedly will allow you to pretty much grind. I've used Brawler until I could get up enough damage to pretty much insta-kill my enemies. And it's the first skill you get as a two-hander. So it's absolutely amazing. So if you get Brawler and you want to be a stamina, even if you want to just grind stamina, you can put your skills on your bar and level up that way. But if you want to go magic, you don't have a whole lot. You have your class skills, like Sorceress having Case, which is really good to help you. DKs have Talons. Nightblade doesn't really have anything early game. It's all late. We have Thundering Presence for your magic, which you can... Well, Thundering Presence is stamina morph, so you can get either one. Templar has Biting Jabs and Puncturing Sweeps. Templar's easiest class to level up. Hands down. And then we have... Who do we have left? I said DK Talons. Nightblade's a little tricky, so on my Nightblade, I just went two-hander. Okay, so first, know how to pick your skills. Have one AoE of some sort, if you have it. If not, you're going to want to single target enemies until you get an AoE, because that's the very biggest priority. Okay? And then have something to make you survivable. Brawler just happens to do that 2-in-1. it gives you a damage shield, and it's your AoE. That's why it's my favorite grinding skill, especially low level, in the game. Gives you a damage shield, does your AoE, it's your first ability you get on the two-hander, you can have it. Okay, so next, you want to have your heal, vigor, obviously, and then your tanky items, and that's it. Okay, so, I mean, these are all low level, so we're going to go ahead and just, you want to just keep going, you don't want to stop. Now, obviously, these are really low level, hint hint to Ebonheart grinding video that's coming up. You just keep going, no matter what. Okay, next, I can't really show you on this, is learning how to pull. Because some areas that aren't low level, you have to pull your enemies. Okay, to say if I was going to pull here, if I was really low level, in low level I don't suggest pulling because you want to kind of, you don't want to die. Dying really hurts your grinding. So you would want to grab you, at least, to start off, and then you can just kill them. All in one little area. Pull them together and kill them. Alright, it's pretty simple. Most of the time, if you're at a grinding spot, people will show you how to pull. Now, if you watch my grinding spots, I actually do the pulls. So, when you want to see exactly, if you see one of my grinding spots, if you look and watch, I actually do the pulls for you. Like, I will pull them. Now, on the low levels, when I'm doing something like this, where I'm a vet 16 versus level 5s, I think they are here. Let's see, yeah, 5s. I'm obviously going to one-hit everything, even with my light attack. But low levels, you don't really need to pull. You just want to focus on sustaining your DPS. Okay? Alright. Now, this is one thing I do. I send everything. I find somebody that I can send mail to, and I send all of my mail to that person. So every time my inventory gets full, I empty my inventory by sending it to them. Now, it doesn't take very long for their inventory to get full, because you will get a ton of stuff while grinding. It's actually a great way to make money. Per character, from when I used to grind from 1 to 14, I got about 70 to 80,000 gold. If you don't repair, and if you send all your stuff to somebody else, you get it. Now, there's some spots that's really good, like my spot after this for Ebonheart, you're going to get refining materials, which is even better, because on top of all the money you're making from that, if you refine them or even sell them, you're going to make a big chunk of change. Okay? Alright, and last but certainly not least, and I somewhat hinted on this, but your gear. What gear do you need to wear when you're grinding? Here's what I do. Up until Vet 1, I don't wear any gear. I'll wear some stuff that I pick up, hodgepodge. Sometimes if someone wants to make me a set of training gear, that's good. But you have time while grinding. If you grind from start to finish to level up every skill you need, to level up every armor type, you have time to level up everything. And that's, I guess, my second to last point. Because at Vet 1, I do make a set of gear. And I take my Vet 1 gear from Vet 1 to Vet 14, or in this case, Vet 16. There's no need for you to make a set of gear at Vet 5 or Vet 8 when you're just going to throw it away. If you want to, that's fine. If you want to pick up stuff, that's fine. But what I do is I go with like a Seducers for if I'm magic. I run like a Seducer's Torug's pack. Give me a little bit of spell damage, give me some cost reduction, because cost reduction is big. If I'm stamina, I make more of a Hunding's Rage Ashen Grip. You know, at least a Hunding's Rage. 5 pieces of Hunding's Rage gets you a lot of weapon damage. There's not a lot of cost reduction, but that's the sets that I use for grinding. If you want to do Magnus instead of Seducers, that's fine for Magic. I prefer Seducers, just because while you're grinding, you don't really need the spell damage. You really just need to sustain yourself. Alright, now last and certainly not least, I know I just said that 2 minutes ago. Hey, forget about that. is leveling your skills. One of the most important things to do, and people overlook while they're grinding, is make sure you level up all of your skills. Don't just say, hey, well, you know what, I'm going to use a bow and sword and shield, so I'm just going to level up my bow and sword and shield. No, don't do that. Level up everything. Even if it's if I'm going to be stamina, I obviously will probably never ever use crystal frags or crystal shards. Level it and morph it and level that morph. At least one of them. Get every one of your skills being able to morph. I know some people may disagree with me on that, but trust me, trust me, trust me. This game changes so much. How many times have they changed a skill? Thundering Presence used to be a magic morph. What if you thought, well, I'm a stamina user and I really don't need that, so I'm not going to level it up? Well, then it comes time to level it up, and you get so much less experience once you hit endgame than you do before you hit endgame. Once you hit Vet 14, well now Vet 16, you will get a significant amount of less experience than you did before that. It goes down so much. Elder Scrolls has nerfed every grind in the ground. By doing that, they have really severely nerfed your ability to level your skills. So make sure you level your skills while you're leveling. And how do you do that? Well, let's say I don't really need these pets. Let's go ahead and remove these guys. Let's say I really don't need them. Let's say I just really need these two skills. All right, but I kind of want to level my dual wield. Obviously, I'm on the PTS, so everything's leveled. What you would do is you don't worry about any of the passives. I'm just gonna buy this, put that on there, put that on there, boom. Now I don't have to use, that's dual wield, so I don't have to use any of these skills to level them up. If I was to get experience for killing these peoples, these would also get experience. Not only am I using my bow, so it'll level up my bow, it'll level up Thundering Presence, along with that skill line, Bound Armor in the skill line, and it'll level up these two skills plus dual wield. So you can level up skills without ever actually having to use it. Now, if I were to go and take off, if I was going to take off my Acid Spray right here, and put on another dual wield ability, and let's just say I just was going to kill people by running around and hitting this, it would actually level my bow as well, because it goes off of, I'm using a bow. So how the leveling process works is, you basically, dual wield would get two, there's 7 things. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and your weapon. And so you get, it's split into 7. Your experience is split into 7. Okay, so if I was right now, dual wield is getting 2/7 of my experience. My bow is getting 2/7. Fighters Guild's a different story, because Fighters Guild is you level that up a different way. But Flawless Dawnbreaker is getting a 7th, and then Bound Armor and Daedric Summoning is getting a 7th, and then Thundering Presence and I want to say Storm Calling. I'm almost 100% positive. Yeah, Storm Calling. They're getting a 7th of that experience. So the more skills you have on here, if I was to load these with 4 dual wield and then just do Acid Spray, dual wield would level up super fast, because dual wield would be getting 4/7 of that total amount of experience. So we'd level up 4 times faster than if you had 1 on there. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Go ahead and hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed to me, go ahead, because yes, finally, I will be making a Ebonheart grinding video 1 to 50. Alright guys, thanks for watching. See you in Tamriel.